What's up, everybody? It's your favorite podcast, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, and as usual, hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Before we get started, I just want to say a quick shout out to DeMar DeRozan's family. You know, he lost his father. So, I just want to give a quick shout out to him. It's a big monumental loss. We also have National Women's Month. Just a little bit late on that, but I'll have more content for you women. So, shout out to y'all. And then, of course, all right, Duke lost to UNC. I get it. It is what it is. We got an interview about it. It is what it is, right? Also, for the people going at Cam Newton, you know what time it is, people. Stop going at my man. All right, he's made his money. He did a good job, all right? It was okay. He had a lot going on. COVID happened. The Patriots didn't give him a lot to work with. Stop going so hard on Cam, please. I just wanted to say this. A little bit late, but better late than never, right? Then, of course, we had the AllStar break coming up, at least. That's why we're not going to have any games of the week. But we will be talking about the AllStar Game. So, I'm sorry. There you go. So, all right, so let's get on into the show, shall we? Motivational Monday post, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is. Giannis was the AllStar MVP. Just a little spoiler for the AllStar segment at the end, but AllStar MVP. And he says, as I quote, "The bank usually it's closed, but for me, it was open. I called ahead, so it was open." Now, Giannis was actually making everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. 16 for 16 equals everything. 3-pointers, dunks. It didn't really matter. He was kind of unstoppable. It really looked pretty bad on the team KD part. You could have played at least a little bit better defense here, champ. Come on, bro. Y'all got to do better than that. But Giannis looked completely unstoppable out there. And like I said, the bank saw, like he said at least, the bank was open. It didn't matter what he shot. It went in. All right, so what am I going to talk to y'all today about? Let's see here. I think I'm going to talk about some NBA changes. And specifically, I want to talk about 3 things real fast. The Wolves, they actually let go of Ryan Saunders. Flip Saunders' young son, you know what I'm saying? Tough, it happens. But who did they bring in? Chris Finch. Who's Chris Finch? It's the Raptors' assistant. So, how come we couldn't bring in a black man? No, better question. How come we couldn't interview a black man? Talk to me, champ. What's the issue with that? Now, your star player, Karl Anthony Towns, has actually stated, he's okay with Chris. Chris is cool. He's rocking with Chris, as he should. That's his head coach. But he also made a nice little statement. It would be cool to see some minorities coming in, though. Let's give these brothers a chance, please. Please. Now, you have an assistant head coach in David Vanderpool. I'm sorry. Oh my God, my fault, David. How come he couldn't have got a look? He's your assistant coach. You already got him. Come on now, dude. I just want to say, can we please bring in some more black coaches like the Hawks? The Hawks just brought in Nate McMillan. Yes, they fired a black coach in Lloyd Pierce, but they still brought in a black head coach. I at least give some credit to the Hawks. They obviously interviewed one at minimum. Can we at least interview some folk, please? Give us a shot. Give us a chance. Give them a job. Not saying have everybody in the league be black. Let's not get that twisted. There are some good head coaches that aren't black. But we can give them a little bit more, especially when the majority of the NBA is black. I just want to say. Now, I also want to talk about the NBA refs because they've been wilding a little bit. A couple of ones that I wanted to bring up, like the one to Montrezl when Montrezl Harrell yelled and won. JJ Redick even spun the ball and got a technical. Draymond Green was yelling at James Wiseman. Donovan Mitchell was. No, Donovan actually deserved that one. I think about it. Donovan deserved his because he was just jawing up and down the court, bro. You can't do that and you're still within the game. Keep your composure, young fella. Keep your composure. But yet still the NBA refs have been wilding nonetheless. ejecting people such as stars for little bitty things like that I just named, we can't do that. Like, we have to change that. As refs, I almost feel like it's equivalent to how the police view African Americans sometimes in bad neighborhoods. Like, you get scared, so you just blow your whistle. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not like they're going to swing on you. Like, all you're doing is listening to them talk. Issue a technical, they get the message. Like, just let them go about their day. Like, you don't have to sit up there and be scared of these athletes. I think we need to do a better job with the NBA ref selection process, because if we're finding out that these refs are scared, they should not be on the court. And that's what it looks like to me, personally. I'm just saying. Now, also, I want to talk about what we should change with the logo. You already knew I had to talk about this. Like, make my man Kobe. You see, make my man Kobe the logo, baby. It has to happen without question. The reason why is Jerry West currently, all right? Jerry's cool. You know, we appreciate you. He drafted Kobe. We also could put Jordan, but Jordan is okay with Kobe being the logo as well. Same with Jerry. And Kobe has arguably had the most impact on this upcoming generation of athletes. So who better than to make the logo? Like, you see so many players talking about Mamba mentality now. Like, we weren't saying that with Joe. We want to be like, I want to be like Mike, but this is a different wave. Like, he's actually pushing you. I mean, Jordan did yes too with that, but it's more like you're trying to change your mindset, your mentality. It's impacting you in an everyday basis. That's what the league should represent. Why not make Kobe Bean Bryant the logo? It's honestly a no-brainer to me, but I don't know if the NBA is going to make that change. And it sucks too. I understand Kyrie even said, well, this, like, the league was made by black kings. Yes, there also were some white players as well. Let's keep it a buck. That helped build the league up too. But I don't think that's a completely fair statement to make. Like, if so, then maybe just do a black fist showing black unity if we're talking about black players, because it's not fair to just say, oh, this person deserves it over the other people if you're just talking about black kings. Whereas if I'm talking about impacting a certain generation, all right, that has some weight. I'll take that. I think that's fair to say. And I think other people would agree. But, you know, I am interested to hear what you all have to think personally. So let me know in the comment section below. All right, so we have start, bench, and cut, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we have today? We have Isaiah Thomas, we have Gary Payton, and we have John Stockton. Now, when you're looking at Isaiah Thomas, we're talking about a legendary point guard, one of the only obstacles for Jordan to overcome, a two-time champion. The man was snubbed from the dream team simply because folks didn't like him. Okay, that's what we talking about. Then we talking about Gary Payton. Who's Gary Payton? Gary Payton was a lockdown defender, only other guard outside of Jordan to win the Defensive Player of the Year. Took his team with Sean Kemp to the finals. Yes, they lost to Jordan, but again, this was Jordan. So that's just giving you a little context about who Gary Payton is. Then we're talking about John Stockton. Who's John Stockton? Well, John Stockton, tremendous passer, ran a nice two-man game with Karl Malone. Easily a Hall of Fame. All these players are Hall of Famers. Let's not get it twisted. Good defender. That's who we talk. Oh, and went to the finals back-to-back years, only losing to Jordan. Again, it's Jordan. So, wow, that's really crazy. Like, you can really stop, bro. There's so many people who lost, man. Anyways, who am I gonna start? Who am I gonna bench? Who am I gonna cut? I'm gonna have to start Isaiah Thomas, bench Gary Payton, and cut John Stockton. I love all these players. Let's not get it twisted. But Isaiah Thomas was more feared, and he was the better leader than both of these two players. Also, I like to put people in different situations. So let's say Gary Payton was with Karl Malone. Oh, that's a quality team. Like that's a quality team now. Like, you have two defenders to throw at Jordan. Ooh, that's gonna make things interesting. Then let's put Isaiah Thomas with Karl Malone. How do you stop that? I think they actually could win a chip. Like, that's easily winnable. John Stockton didn't lose. I didn't win. We've seen it. Then Gary Payton is the better defender than John Stockton. I think same with Isaiah Thomas, but you know, some might try to argue that. I don't think you can, but it is what it is. Everybody has their own opinion. But again, better defenders, better leaders. Isaiah Thomas was a much better scorer. Much better scorer. It's easy. Start, Isaiah Thomas. Bench, Gary Payton. Cut, John Stockton. No disrespect. Wacky Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. What am I talking to y'all about? Well, low-key, I've been kind of tense, right? Like, I low-key need a massage. So, you know, if you're a masseuse out there, preferably on the female side, women's side, holla at your boy. Slide in the DMs if you want to. Nah, so I was actually watching the Parkers, and my man Shaq was up there getting a massage. Let's take a look at the clip.
A little more pressure, please.
Freeze! All right, so when I first saw this, I was like, "Ooh, it looked like Nikki about to jump on Shaq. He might miss. He might miss the next game." Woo! Let's see what happens.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Deeper. Harder.
Shaq, bro. First and foremost, Nikki, no disrespect on the last part. I don't want you coming at me. Anyways, Shaq, you should have just asked for a new masseuse at this point. But, you know, it's TV. You got to keep the joint going. You know what I mean? Let's get back on into it.
Slow your roll, Shaq. Now, this ain't no massage parlor player.
Now, I would have left after this personally. Like, I'm the star and you're complaining while on the job?
Don't forget my glutes.
Oh, yeah, you glutes. Glutes. Glutes.
My glutes.
Oh.
My glutes.
Oh, damn, am I getting any closer?
Bruh, if you don't get your ass back there and massage these glutes, like, that's what Shaq really should have said. I'm just...
Right here.
Oh, those glutes.
Why was she looking like she was enjoying that massage more than she should have? Shaq, did you? Let's move on. Now, I think that was a decent acting job by the Big Diesel. Shout out to you, big man. I do gotta say though, before we go, you gotta do better at learning people's names, bro. Like, how do you not know Pascal Siakam's first name? Like, at the clip, just look at the clip.
You got your eyes on Pascal.
No, I got my eyes on Siakam.
Pascal Siakam.
Oh, I never knew his first name.
Shaq, do better. This man was a starter at last year's AllStar Game. Do better. NBA dynasties, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I want to talk to y'all about, because we might have one formed up now. Blake Griffin has actually joined the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know why I keep wanting to say New Jersey. Anyways, Brooklyn Nets, Blake Griffin. They also have, again, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, James Harden, as you know. Now, can they form a dynasty? Give a couple seconds. Couple seconds taken. Now, when I'm thinking about this team, you have 3 superstars. I'm gonna just put Kyrie in the superstar category. I don't care what y'all say. Anyways, Blake Griffin, fringe all-star. I'll say fringe all-star. I don't think you want to count what he did this year in the Pistons, on the Pistons team. We knew they weren't going anywhere, okay? The man was probably disinterested. What you're getting back now is a floor spacer who can also play make. And he might be able to jump still. I don't know if he's just been conserving his body, That's a possibility. But for me, I think the man can catch a oop. Or at minimum, guard somebody like Joel Embiid on the block in stints. Now you have another big to help you out. Pairing that up with a Jeff Green. Now I'm looking at a potential lineup of James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, Jeff Green. That's tough to finish the game. And then what? You need more rebounding? Boom, we got DeAndre Jordan. You need more shooting? Boom, we got you Joe Harris, Landry Shamet. You want more defense on the perimeter? We got you Bruce Brown and Landry Shamet. Off the bench, mind you. You want some forwards guarded? We got you with Andre Roberson and Iman Shumpert. Only in stints, too. You only need them in stints. So if we got all that in place and you can carry that forward, mind you, Blake Griffin got signed, people, for $1.6 million. Now, he didn't need any more because he just got bought out, his contract. But that's like, what, $36 and $39 million? You're looking at a nice piece saying he don't need much. He don't need much. He good. He just want a ring now. Okay? You get him a ring and they can re-sign him for pennies. It's fine. He's chilling. So Blake Griffin, you're going to definitely get the best out of Blake Griffin this year. Going forward, if he stays, you might have a dynasty here. Again, if Blake Griffin can return to a fringe all-star, you're adding that to your team. And you're probably going to get other players to come along in the free agency that will sign the veteran minimum, take pennies on the dollar just to win a chip. This Brooklyn Nets team can last if everyone stays together. They might win it for the next 3 seasons. They could win 3 years in a row, people. Let's stay tuned. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. Throwback Thursdays, ladies and gentlemen. What am I going to talk to y'all about? Well, in 1961, Wilt Chamberlain was the first player ever to score 3,000 points in one season. And ironically, the same day, 2 years afterwards, he dropped 70 points on the Syracuse Nationals, who are now the Philadelphia 76ers, who he ironically played for. So I just want to give y'all a quick little segment. I wanted to get some clips. They don't have no clips of that man dropping 70. You know, there's no clips or footage of any kind of the 100-point game. You would think they'd give you something for the 70. Nothing at all. I'm heartbroken. Wish we had cameras and camera recorders and all this stuff back then. That would have been beautiful. But since we don't, I just gotta give y'all quick little throwbacks. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, so we got Fun Fact Friday. Yep, that's right. Oh, I did that perfectly. You got to enunciate that real well. If you say that fast 3 times, that might be a little tough. Anyways, get off on a tangent. What I want to say, well, this is out of respect for TJ McConnell, because my man had about 10 assists. When I say about, I mean he had 10 assists. I'm sorry, 10 steals. My bad, TJ. Nothing to slouch at. He recorded a triple-double with steals, people. That's pretty impressive. That's like some 2K stuff. And even in 2K, that's actually hard to do. So shout out to you, TJ. But the person who actually holds the record for steals in a quarter is Fat Lever. And he actually had 8 in a quarter. Bruh, 8 in 1 quarter? I know everybody on the opposition would be running suicides the very next day. We would, oh my God, coach would be so pissed. Whew, but again, shout out to TJ. A little late shout out to Fat. But definitely shout out to TJ, bro. If you can do that again, try to break the record, which is 11. All right, so here it is. You know what time it is. We're talking about the NBA AllStar Game. Really, AllStar festivities, right? There was quite a bit, actually. It was pretty good. Let's start off with, let's go in chronological order. So we had the celebrity games, which was pretty actually impressive. Jack Harlow and Quavo versus 2 Chainz. I don't want to mention Lil Baby. I don't want to diss him too badly. But since I talked about him, here we are. It was really Jack and Quavo versus 2 Chainz. Unfortunately, 2 Chainz couldn't carry the load. It is what it is. But like Lil Baby was too terrible, bro. Like he missed everything, couldn't make a bucket, always got out rebounded. Pretty much Quavo sunned him like the entire game. Like it was really embarrassing. Like he might have lost some album sales based off that game performance. Now, big shout out to 2 Chainz though, and Quavo, you did your thing. And Jack, hey bro, good defense. Like quality, good defense. We're not gonna talk too much about that though. It is what it is. Now, let's get into the 3-point contest because that actually happened. No, skills challenge. Skills challenge. See, I gotta tease you a little bit, just a little bit. Anyways, skills challenge. Domantas Sabonis ended up winning the skills challenge. Chris Paul, this is your 6th time and you haven't won any, bro. How are you like? How? Like how? And bigger question, how does a guard not win the skills challenge? Like this is multiple times in a row now, people. Like we've got to stop. Like we've got to stop playing. We've got to stop playing. Please, guards, somebody win the skills challenge. I would appreciate it. I thought Chris Paul was going to do it. Disappointment. 6th time too. And you weren't clutch at the beginning for the final shot. You could have won it. That's the crazy part. You could have potentially won still. Oh well. Now, the 3-point shot. Ooh, the 3-point shooting contest. Boy, when I tell you this thing was live. Woo. Now, the 3 people I chose Steph winning it. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? Like that's my guy, okay? Like even he's a Panthers fan, so you know that's my guy. I had Zach LaVine, Jason Tatum, and Steph Curry making it. Who actually made it was Steph Curry, Jason Tatum, and Mike Conley. Look, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying I didn't think, for starters, Mike Conley shouldn't have been in the AllStar game. No disrespect, Mike. There was just a couple other people we could bring up. You know what I mean? Brandon Ingram. I'm gonna stay asleep though. It is what it is. Anyways, so Mike Conley actually performed on the 3-point shooting contest, which I'm not mad at. I'm not surprised at. He did well in the horse competition also. But Steph came back and won it. You know, he was close. 27-28. So 1-point delta, so 1-point difference. But my man Steph definitely pulled it out in the clutch. Started off cold, rounded his way. Well, it's about the second rack, he was lukewarm, and then he got on hot. And then finished that joint scorching. So shout out to Steph for the 3-point shooting contest. Now, the first half of the NBA All-Star Game. This thing, when I tell y'all, people, everybody was just dunking, shooting threes. Like it was just like open gym. It was like a session at open gym, bro. Like no defense being played. Maybe it's not even open gym, just like regular people shooting around, because that's what it looked like. Okay, it was at least a good half. I was upset that Zion missed as many oops as he did. Nerves, I understand. I'm not saying I'm mad at the boy. I'm just saying I wish he had converted. It would have been smooth, but he'll get it next year. Bron didn't play that much. It's cool because his team was going off like Steph, Giannis, okay? Even PG was getting a little saucy out there. Jaylen Brown, people. I'm just going to say, Jaylen Brown is the truth. Like, you'll see what I'm talking about on another episode, at least on another podcast. I said that I think Jaylen Brown's going to be better than Jason Tatum. It is what it is. It's another story for another day. Stay tuned. But, yeah, they were hooping, bro. Like, that first half was rocking. Bron's team was dogging them. I think it was about like 100-80. Granted, you know, KD's team was missing KD, but, you know, they were also missing AD. And I think if you draft AD, you're going to lose some of your height. Giannis might even be on this squad. It makes it a little bit different story, right? But it is what it is. We're not going to get into what could have happened. This is what happened. Now, I know what you're thinking. I was about to talk about the second half. Nope. The dunk contest. Ooh. I'm not gonna break that. Anyway, so the dunk contest, bro. I just want to say, all the judges, right? You had Spud Webb, you had Josh Smith, you had Jason Richardson. Shout out to you, Jay Rich. You had D Brown, Dominique Wilkins. All of these guys were just legendary dunkers. Okay, they all won the dunk contest at some point in time in their career. Matter of fact, I think they even won in consecutive years. Like one the year, one the next year. Like it was like that. So I'm not trying to. So now we got. I know what you're thinking. I was about to say the second half. Nope, I'm talking about the dunk contest, baby, because that was at the halftime, and it was actually kind of good. Like it was decent. It's not what we had with like Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, but it was solid. You had Cassius Stanley, and you know, off the Pacers, representing the Duke Blue Devils, baby. You also had Obi Toppin, and then you had Anthony Simons. And of course, Obi Toppin from New York is from New York. Anthony Simons from Portland, and this was a good one. I think Cassius Stanley got hoaxed a little bit on his first dunk attempt. I think it was a little bit better than that 44 that they gave him. Anthony Simons had 46, and then Obi Toppin had 48. However, I think Obi Toppin ended up having 46, and Anthony Simons got a 49, meaning for that first round, those two went to the next round. Cassius Stanley, unfortunately, didn't make the cut. I'm not going to talk about the boy's score. He's a Duke Blue Devil, brotherhood. I didn't go to Duke myself, but, you know, brotherhood. So, next, we have Anthony Simons. He ends up winning it. It was a close one. I wish he had kissed the rim, Anthony Simons, meaning, because that would have, like, easily sealed the deal, like Kenny J. Smith was saying. But that would have been one of the top dunks that I've seen in NBA history. Like, we might have to talk about that if he had done that. But Obi Toppin, his dunks were okay. It was cool. Like, I felt like maybe his height kind of got him there a little bit. Like, it helped him out, but it also was a crutch too. Like, it hurts him as well. I was expecting something major. Like, I'm thinking Blake Griffin or Aaron Gordon-esque, and I didn't get that. No disrespect, but again, shout out to Anthony Simons. I actually did not have him picked. I thought my man Cassius was gonna win it. I was thinking maybe I should lie and be like, I had Anthony Simons, but I didn't. I did think he was gonna make it to the second round, him and Cassius. Like I said, I thought Obi Toppin was gonna be overhyped a little bit, but Simons won it. I knew he was sneaky athletic. I just wanted to have the storyline of the person who's never dunked in an NBA game wins the dunk championship, wins the dunk contest. I wanted to have that happen, bro. That was going to be a crazy story, which that would have been Cassius Stanley. So, yeah. Now, the second half. Did anything change? No. No. Again, Giannis went 16 for 16 from the field. Nothing changed. Dame and Steph were shooting the half-court shots like it's layups. Like, oh, your turn. Woo! Dame. Steph. Hey! See the shimmy. That's Steph. Like, bro, how do you stop that? Like, if Kyrie tried, bless his heart. Like, Bradley Beal, you started off slow. You did well at the end. Jason Tatum, you got outshone by Jaylen Brown. It just wasn't a good day for Team KD. It just won't. And you lost all 4 quarters too. Like, every single quarter, bro, you lost. That's terrible. That's terrible. You cannot do that. Like, All-Stars, you at minimum got a tie. Or no, I'm sorry, at minimum win 1 quarter. At minimum. Because they're not playing defense the whole game. You can win 1. You can, if they win the first one, you gotta win 2 or 3. You have to win those 2. Those are critical. Disappointing. Now, you saw the shot, you know, the Curry shot. You saw the shimmy. So when I talk about the AllStar MVP, you already know that it went to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Again, the man went 16 for 16 from the field. Do we really need to say anything else? Like, that's Like, come on, bro. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me do you one even better, because I feel like people not even paying attention to what I'm saying right now. Let me just read off a quick little thing that I saw that caught my eye. 35 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Against 16 for 16, 3 from 3 from 3. 3 of 3 from 3. Oh my God, see them tongue twisters, boy, I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. Plus 17 in the plus minus category. That means when he was on the floor, his team was up plus 17. MVP easily. Now you could have said Steph. 8 for 16 from 3. You can't, like, that's tough. You know what I mean? Like, Dame was cool with 32. Jaylen Brown had a casual 22. It has to go to Giannis. It has to go to Giannis. And I'm glad he won it. Back-to-back. What can you ask? You know, he got the back-to-back MVPs. Yes, debatable, but it is what it is. And then he got the back-to-back Kobe MVPs. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I gotta go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, cut.